Hey everyone, so today's Sunday before the show, less than a week to go. Yay! I made it! Oh man, this past week was, it was rough. I'm really tired and I'm definitely feeling the diet and the training, so I'm glad I'm near the end and I'm really happy with where my physique is sitting right now, so yeah, I'm at a good spot, but I'm tired, but I'll be happy for next week when I can finally get on the stage. And the final month of prepping for any show, it's the hardest. It's those final 4 weeks where you're pushing your body beyond a comfort zone and where it likes to be. So you're tired, you're depleted, and that's the point of this whole sport. It's an extreme end of fitness and dieting. Nico? He just loves my videos. It's an extreme end of dieting and training, so you feel that on the body, and that's why you don't see many people competing or pushing their bodies beyond that limit, or that it's a state that you can stay at because it's not maintainable. But so final week. What I wanted to address in this video log was, since this prep was so consuming for me because I was behind, and it was my hardest prep ever for a few different reasons, and I will explain that. But I wanted to talk about the past 6 months, where I've come from my last show last fall, as to where I am now, what I improved on, how I did it, and the process that I did for dieting as well. First, I want to show you a picture that I posted earlier on Facebook. It had a picture of me from 2 weeks before my last show, and then 2 weeks from this show, just showing the comparison of the changes that I had made in my body. So I'll show you that right now. The blue suit is 2 weeks out from my last show, and then the green suit was taken last week, 2 weeks out from this show. So I'll show you that now. So that's that. You can see what I was working on was trying to bring in my waist a bit and widen my lats. I have I'm not a very curvaceous person. I'm very straight and narrow through my midsection. So I was working on trying to bring in my waist and widening my lats to give me more shape to my body. So mission accomplished. I did that. And now I'll just show you a picture that I took yesterday, a week out. So you can see the changes that I made from 2 weeks out to 1 week out. And the most changes happen in that final month. They become more drastic. Changes start happening daily. So I'll show you what I did in the past week. So that's what I look like right now. I'm very, very happy with everything that I accomplished and the changes that I had made in my physique. I feel ready, I'm ready to step on stage. I always like to be ready the week before my show so that the final week, I can just sort of ride into things, do my depletion workouts and just, not be stressed trying to, get in more cardio and get more lean. And I just try to stay as stress-free as possible. So I got a lot of response from those pictures I posted and quite a few inbox messages about, well, how did I bring in my waist, or what did I do specifically, to make those changes to my body. And, I'm at a good state now where I'm happy with my physique and the size and the muscle that I have. So, for this show, it was a bit different as far as, I'm not trying to build. It was just tweaking a few areas and then, leaning down to the body fat that I usually step on stage with. So, and, with the first couple shows for figure, you're trying to get a good, some good muscle on you, and you're just kind of trying to throw everything at the body to build some muscle everywhere. So it was quite different for my prep this time around. To bring in my waist, I stopped a lot, most of all my heavy compound movements like deadlifts and bent over rows, which require a lot of stabilization through the core. So, my obliques, I think, were taking the brunt of all that. So I had stopped all that, and I didn't really train my abs a lot this time around, trying to give my core a break and to bring that in. Widening my lats, a lot of close grip and reverse grip movements for back. So that worked there. My legs are a little bit bigger, which was not the goal. I even went from my last show, which was November, till the end of January without even training my legs, nothing. And then for this prep, I did just a lot of body weight movements. My legs build so easily, and I love spin classes, and I do a lot of spinning, and unfortunately that built my outer sweeps a little bit more. So, but it's okay. Everything else was sort of brought up a bit too, so it doesn't throw my body off a lot. So as far as this prep, like I said, it was my hardest by far, in the sense that it took a while for me to even get my head focused and get the motivation, and then to keep the motivation going. I don't know why. My body wasn't responding right away to how I would normally lean down, so I had to restrict my diet quite a bit further out than I normally do. I started my double cardio earlier. I started my plyometric circuit training earlier, and starting all that earlier, like I really felt that near the end. For getting ready for a show, you do it in stages so that you don't, restrict everything at once, and you're not doing so much exercise and everything at once so far out, because it's about constantly stimulating the body as the weeks progress, so that your body keeps changing and keeps leaning down. So I did some carb cycling. I did a couple weeks of keto back about just over a month ago to really jumpstart my fat burning. Miko. I have a little bit of carbs back in my diet now. This week coming up, I will backing right off my cardio. Like I said, I'm happy with how my physique is. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will just be doing my depletion workouts. I'm gonna start carbing up Wednesday, Thursday, and do fat loading on Friday, like I did last time. It worked really well for me. So I'm gonna do that again. We'll have to see how it goes. It's the OPA Provincials. It's going to be a huge show. Lots of great athletes that I'm going to be stepping on stage with. It's, the top athletes in Ontario. So I'm really happy and honored to be one of those. And I'm really excited how things are gonna play out. Luckily, I've brought up areas that I wanted to. I made the changes in my physique. I leaned down to where I'm happy with. And I'm going into the show with no regrets. And that's the way you got to do it. It's about challenging yourself and making goals for yourself and achieving those goals. And in the end, the rest is up to the judges at this point. So I've put in my work, I've put in the hard work, I've made the changes, and I am completely satisfied with how I'm about to walk on stage. So can't walk away with any regrets. 1 second. Miko, come here. So, sorry I'm a little out of it these days. I'm tired. Even got a list of what I want to talk about. little brain dead in the final weeks. Some tips for anybody who's competing. Like I had said before my last show, be patient. I'm working with some people right now who doing their first show, and they think they should cut out all their fats and increase their cardio and go, and far out from a show, that's not the way it's supposed to be. You have to slowly go at it and go through the process and go through the motions and just be patient. If you're changing from week to week and you're seeing the progress, that's a good thing, and just appreciate the changes that your body is making as the process goes on. I keep notes from every show of what I'm doing. Every 2 weeks, I usually, write how my diet's been, how my mood has been, what I've been doing for, cardio and training and supplements and all that sort of stuff. So, I have a book from my November show. This is from this show, and this is just retentive me liking to keep notes of how I feel, because after a show, it's kind of hard to think back, and it was like, oh, when did I add that in, or when did I take that out? And I can look back and see, okay, this is when I started my double cardio last time, or this week I was feeling this way, so it's okay right now. And it's just good to keep track of how your body is responding, because it's going to be different from every show. And like I said, this was my hardest show to get my body to respond, and I've competed quite a few times, so it's gotta constantly stimulate your body and to keep it reacting. So Tom is doing the same show with me, so he was gonna do the November show, and then stuff came up and he couldn't do that, and he had to call it quits at 4 weeks out. So we have never been this close to a show together. It's been quite interesting the past couple of weeks. In the off season, we train a lot together, and that's how we train in the off season. I train like a bodybuilder, a lot of heavy compound movements, and that's how I build muscle. Women in general don't want to put on muscle. We don't want to hold muscle. So I train with him a lot in the off season. He really pushes me. He spots me and helps me push out those extra reps that I would not get on my own. But near the end, my training is completely different than his. So, at about a month out, we kind of just said, I'll see you in 4 weeks and have fun. But no, it's been pretty good. We've both been kind of moody and tired, but we worked through it, and we're happy to get back to our old selves in a week and enjoy the summer and whatnot. So yeah, big thank you to my sponsor Stenos.com for supplying me with all sorts of fun gym clothes. Joanna, you're awesome. Fusion Bodybuilding, who has supported me this whole year, has been behind me, has promoted me, has encouraged me. Thank you guys so much. I'm really happy to be a part of that family. You guys are so supportive, and I couldn't thank you enough. So yeah, I'm going to be taking lots of shots of how the show goes and videos, and I can get that all out to you afterwards. So stay tuned for the updates. Wish me luck. I'm going into this very confident with everything that I have done, and I've put the work in, so the rest is up to the judges, and we'll have to see how it goes.